Hi guys, Johnny Good here for Real Home Studio today, taking a look at EQ2 from Maag Audio. And just before we dive straight in, I want to remind you to please like and subscribe, and if you've got something to say, then drop it in the comments box below. I've been an admirer of the Maag Audio, particularly their couple of EQs for a while now, but the hardware and indeed their software, their plugins from Plugin Alliance ain't too cheap, so that this EQ2 comes part of the PreSonus bundle, their Magic Suite bundle. That's a real big bonus and gives you the opportunity to get introduced to Maag gear and what it can do. And I've got to tell you guys, the EQ2 is really good, and I use it pretty much on every mix now after having it for just a few months. It's really impressive. Considering it's such a simple, straightforward plugin, it just comes in very handy. It's become very famous, their EQs, for that airband, and that does come in handy a lot. But we're going to kick things off by using the sub control here. Now this is basically just take you around the plugin. You've got two EQs on here. The red band's gonna take you all the way through sub through into the mid frequencies, so you've kind of got your low end and mid frequency knob here, and you've got your air band here from 2.5k all the way up to 40, and it's really in this area from sort of 15 to 40 where you can really introduce that kind of airy sound into your sounds and mixes and recordings. So you've got individual gain knobs for both frequencies, you've got input attenuation, and you've got in and out switches for both EQs, as well as two different bell curves. So you've got quite a tight bell curve, which is represented in red. You can see that across the low and mid frequency knob, and you've also got a wider bell curve as well. Okay, so it's pretty simple, straightforward stuff. Let's dial it in on this kick. Now if I just make sure that Maag EQ2 is out at the moment, and I'll let you hear this kick, which I'm pretty happy with anyway, to be honest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start dialing in a little bit of the sub frequency into that kick just now. So let's just take the gain down to 0, and we'll start dialing in some of that low sub frequency. I'm going to be using the wide bell curve. Really hear that kicking in there, and you can also see the peak meter kicking in there. So I'm going to take down the input attenuation just to account for that. So that's a lot of sub I'm driving through. I'll just give you a quick in and out, and then we'll just dial it back a bit. Okay, so let's just dial back to... So out and back in. And out. Very cool, very handy plugin, just for giving that kick a little bit of extra oomph and kick down in that low end. Okay, let's check out the air band on a little bit of shaker. Okay, so here I've got a shaker recording. It's quite dark and it's not the nicest recording, to be honest. Let's have a listen. So what I want to do is just open that out a bit more. So here's a good opportunity to try that air band out. I've got it set at 15k. Let's flick it in and let's dial it in. Let's just move the frequency band around. Dial it back a bit. In and out. There it is, adding more air to our shaker, just opening it out a lot. Okay, finally, let's check out Maag EQ2 on the master bus. So, and finally, I've got the Maag EQ2 on my master bus. I've got it engaged on both the airband and on the low frequency as well. I've got it at 57 hertz here, and I've got it at 20k up on the airband. So let's just drop them both out first of all. And obviously they're fairly subtle moves on here, but just small moves on the master bus just to make that little bit of difference. So let's just take a little listen to the mix as it is. Just going to bring the airband in. Here, just lightening everything up a little bit and just opening it out just a little bit more. Again, you've got to be pretty subtle because we put on the master bus. We don't do massive moves here. But yeah, it's just opening things out a little bit. Let's just have one more listen. Drop it back out. And back in. Okay, now I'm going to just bring in the low end. So there you go, that's EQ2 from Maag Audio, a great plugin I think based on their legendary bit of hardware. Very simple, but very, very effective, very useful indeed. You know, that airband, very, very handy for just lifting the lid on recordings and mixes, and the low end boost just the same. Very handy bit of kit. Again, if you've got a PreSonus product and you're eligible to get that free PreSonus Magic Suite bundle, then make sure you get this and download it. It is well worth it. If you haven't, you can go and check this out on the Plugin Alliance website. I'll leave a link in the description below. My name's Johnny Good for Real Home Studio. Hope you found that helpful. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe. Most importantly, have yourselves a great day.